Okay guys, so the Google Developers Conference just wrapped up the major keynote for today. There's a couple different things. They talked a little bit about Android, the next version of Android, but what I'm going to cover today is the Google TV. Guys, this looks really solid. So let me just go ahead and give you guys a brief rundown. It was about an hour and a half of stuff, so I'm going to kind of try to condense it for you. So the first thing is just the basics. The Google TV will be out fall this year, and it'll be sold under a couple different companies. Sony will make it built into a Sony TV, as well as they'll make a box, just like, very similar to like a cable box, like a TiVo or something. And in addition, Logitech is also going to be make their own kind of set-top box. We can expect more partners and everything to come forward and make these set-top boxes with Google TV built in, but at launch there's just going to be the three of those. So let me go ahead and explain to you guys a little bit about what Google TV is. It's pretty impressive. So basically, Google TV, when you first hook it up, it works just like your normal TV. You actually go ahead and you can watch your favorite shows, go change channels. It just does everything like that, and you just hook it up to your normal cable or satellite. Very simple. But the cool thing is that you can go ahead and pull up your menu, and it will go ahead and launch you into the full Google TV experience. And guys, it looks really cool. So basically what Google TV is it's a modified version of Android for your TV. So the cool thing is, they showed a lot of demos, like for example, they showed like that somebody was watching a basketball game. So then they're like, well, you hit the button and then a box comes down from the top and then you can search. And so you search whatever, and then inside that search box you will see Google search, you will see TV channels, so like let's say they search House, for example. Well, it'll show when House comes on the next couple times. You can actually have it hooked up to, you just click it and it'll automatically record on the DVR as soon as that comes on. But you can also search the web as well, which is very cool. So they have a full web browser on there, and it's actually Chrome, which is kind of interesting that they have Chrome running on Android. But so they have the full Chrome running on Android with Flash fully enabled, and I gotta say, guys, it looks really solid. They showed searching through a lot of websites, opening them up. Everything ran perfect. Videos, ads, Flash obviously worked, so it looked really solid. Another very cool thing I thought was actually my favorite thing of the whole keynote was the fact that you can actually watch picture-in-picture TV and web browsing. So how this works is basically like, again, they showed a lot of basketball. So they had a basketball game going. Well, they hit some button, I don't know. They're going to have special keyboards and mouse pointing devices, something. It's going to work very similar to like a normal computer. But so they opened it up, and then your TV went to picture-in-picture mode. So your normal TV went down to the bottom right, so you could still look down and watch the game. But what you could also do is, on top of that, you had your full web browsing. So, like they, for example, showed like you can be watching the game and then looking up the scores for the game or whatever like that. I think that's a really cool thing. I hadn't even thought about that before. The idea that you can go ahead and watch TV and surf the internet, and it looks really quite good. So guys, there's a lot of different things. They showed apps, for example. The surprising thing is that a lot of normal Android apps will go ahead and run on Google TV without any modification. Pretty much any app that doesn't, rely on stuff like straight from a phone, like for example, like an accelerometer or something like that. Anything that is standard and basic, like for example, Pandora, like website kind of apps, that sort of thing will run automatically just by, adding it. They also will go ahead and add a lot of new special Google TV apps. Now this probably will not be coming towards the beginning of next year. The Google TVs will be out, all the boxes and the TVs will be out this fall, but they're going to, the APIs and all that kind of stuff won't be out till the beginning of next year. So when you first get the Google TV out of the box, it won't be able to do any of these things. But it will in time, and a lot of the stuff they showed looks really cool. So yeah, guys, that's about it. All we know about the Google TV. I gotta say, guys, I'm really impressed with it. It looked very solid. Or no, they had a lot of technical difficulties. They had a bunch of Bluetooth keyboards, and none of them were connecting because they were in a room with like 4,000 developers, all with their phones on. It was actually pretty funny to watch the conference they had. At the end, they had the CEOs of Sony, Intel, Logitech, Best Buy, Adobe. Had a ton of CEOs, including Eric Schmidt, the CEO of Google, and they all came out. But it was kind of a funny moment when people were bringing the chairs out and they were walking behind them. So you see these huge CEOs talking, and then you see people walking around with chairs. It was really funny. But overall, guys, I'm really impressed with the Google TV. Of course, it will be available, like I said, on a Sony TV, Sony set box, and a Logitech set box at the beginning. But they will go ahead and, because it will be open source next year, and I'm sure they'll be working with more people from now on, they will be having all kinds of more boxes. So the whole story, I think, is that Apple, you better get rid of that Apple TV. The Google just blew you out of the water. But yeah, guys, so it definitely looks really cool, and I expect definitely once it comes out, I definitely want to take a look at it, because it really looks cool to be able to surf the web and watch TV, do it, mix the two, do them at the same time, whatever. Anyway, guys, it was definitely a very cool keynote.